forgot what I wrote. That's true. I didn't do that one though.
I'll repeat some of this stuff. Can't remember what I did. Can you hear me okay?
Microphone.
It's okay.
Okay.
Just one step closer.
Oh, like that? Thank you.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Kurt Vonnegut said,
Yes.
if an advanced civilization comes to survey the ruins of ours millennium from now, they will conclude they could have saved themselves, but it wasn't cost effective. Just a little medley about money. Anatomy and physiology. The dollar deposits a nickel as it leaves the left ventricle into the aorta and continues on to the diaphragm, which demands 15 cents. That's outrageous, says the dollar. Take it or leave it, says the diaphragm. So he pays and angrily continues on to the stomach, who barks 20 cents. That's highway robbery, he screams. Times are tough, replies the stomach. I have a body to feed. All right, he says, defeated. Guess I'll grab a bus and head home. He sinks sadly into a seat near the back, knocks warily on the heart's red valve. That's 25 cents. But I'm broke, I don't have any more money. That's too bad, replies the heart, and stops. That's a joke. It's a bright penny's terrible power. There in the thin, scared smiles of small Asian immigrants wandering dogless, catless streets. The hungry eyes hover over half-empty stomachs like street lamps. America is just another landmass. The few dogs now know the cats always did. Catastrophe. The poor cat, all safe asleep, and then so sudden, $255.14 go right on top of her. The whole world wanted it, would destroy itself to get it. Then it fell right on sleeping Winnie, and she just ran like hell.
Yeah.
The prisoners. The great machine started up, printing money, cutting the grass, shooting out sharp information. They pulled the cord and plunged us into darkness. The keys to the handcuffs are on the floor and the cell door is open. No one noticing what we came here for. Evolution. People are funny about sex and money, and the mirror says be vain. We thought the ones that follow the dinosaurs speak of good and evil, dance, wear hats in the rain. Birds of love cross borders, displaying higher orders. People who will carry passports will do anything to a chicken.
Oh!
Last days. The gas station attendant smile didn't really mean it, he didn't even know it. We're all in for it when the gas is gone. That bread on the Safeway shelf has nothing to do with hunger. The possum lying dead in the Russian street lives, a metaphor for mistake, his teeth pointing at the last perfect day on earth, past doing 60. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. All had died from uninsured illness. Their bodies were littered on the floor without care. Good old St. Nicholas glanced down with a sad, sad stare. Aunt Donna and Blitzen, he said in great fear, this must be America. Let's get the hell out of here. This is a response to the Poetry magazine soliciting new membership subscriptions. I wrote a letter to the editor. Dear sirs, you opened your last editorial in the distinguished Poetry magazine with William Carlos Williams' famous line, it is difficult to get the news from poems, yet men die miserably every day for lack of what is found there. To begin with, Williams was a regular Zhivago, and on top of everything else, an MD. He was a medical deity before he was a poetry deity, which leaves his credibility a little suspect. When the news that comes from the AMA is not without blemish, and as Tennessee Williams warned us, beware the bitch goddess success, and not without reason. Quoting your editorial comment, you stated, let us remember that in the end we go to poetry for one reason, so that we might more fully inhabit our lives in the world in which we live them. Now, coming from a magazine, which that same editorial was quick to point out was the oldest and most respected magazine in the English-speaking world, that's not exactly a likely source for Carpe Diem, is it? More like Carpe Crap. Cards on the table, okay? It's not difficult to get the news from poetry. And to be honest, it's not always advisable. Otherwise, innocent people die miserably every day for lack of getting it there. Who are what with even half-minded want to fully inhabit their lives for the world they live them in. If that's not a recipe for disaster, I don't know what is. And people wonder why, of all the arts, the suicide rate is highest among poets. Anyone possessing even a facsimile of reason knows that it's better to steer their children to the nearest bowling league rather than the Iowa Writers' Workshop, where young men and women are lured into habits that can lower the price of a loaf of bread 10 cents. And in a potentially pretentious environment where the soul can't fart, an atmosphere of creative homicide is lethal to the soul go around in us in a Catholic grade school on Easter Sunday. I mean, even an ostrich has the common sense to keep his head in the sand. I'm not going to passively become another poetry statistic. Cancel my subscription. I close with, do not be here now.
Be here now. Baba Ramdas.
Do not be here now. Now and here is the most dangerous place you can be. Be anywhere but there. Anywhere but here, now. Even be cautious of there, then. Just be someplace else, any place. Anywhere else but here and now. Anywhere that is not nearby to here and now. But is far, far away from where you are. Now, here. Where our theological psychologies are feeding our emergency monsters. Go behind the moon, beyond the sky. Go at night when the dancing man in the dark stops by your bed to take you walking, and you walk together into the steepness of shadows, down the paths of the mist world, into the safe, soft, dark heart of the forest, or hide in an adjacent star system like Peoria, Illinois, or Austin, Texas. Just be any place where you can have experiences before you have them, or after you have them, where you don't have to have your experiences when you have them.
Dude!
That is, unless you have been graced with very limited imagination or weak grasp of event, or in a kind of waking coma. When your dad in the coach shows you the dumb, inert basket foot or baseball and gives you the flag and the gun to protect it with that they got at the multi-level marketing meeting, put the gun and flag in the garbage can on your way out the door to your mental illness appointment, which you should be very late for. Late enough really so you don't even have to be there.
Yeah, bus stop outside, man.
Happy New Year.
The one, the only Dennis McBride. Thank you guys.